Accomplishments. We all have accomplishments that we have accomplished through our life. And everyone has a different set of accomplishments that you have accomplished, different things, different tasks, and different areas and different prospects that you have accomplished in your life. And of course, we all have these dreams and these wants and these desires and the creation and everything that we're doing every single day. There are accomplishments in different areas and different phases of our lives. And we should be grateful and just have faith that everything we want is coming to us. I'm going to share a story today with y'all. It's from Dan. He is a good friend, and he's an amazing person. He comes from just a normal class family. He's not like rich or anything like that. He comes from just a regular family, and Dan has always had a flair for the arts and for painting and animation and all these different types of things that he's had just a passion for in his life. So with Dan, like I said, he is a friend, and he's just like, you should share my story. And he tells me, I hear you sharing everyone else's stories. Why don't you share my story? And I offered him to come on and do a broadcast with me, but he says he's better behind the scenes than in front of the scenes. So this is for Dan, and he wants me to relay to you guys, to everybody out there, how he has used his accomplishments and how he has made them manifest for him. So like I said, Dan is a very wonderful guy, and he's just a very giving, caring person. And he's made all of his dreams come true one at a time. Of course, that's the best way to do it. When you want to accomplish something, don't you find it's better to accomplish things one thing at a time? For me, that works so well too. If I get too many things on my plate, then my vibrations get all scattered and they get rolling around and I lose my focus. So when I focus on one task at a time, then I see the accomplishment from that task. So what Dan has done through his life to make his dreams come to him, he says they come to him because he's religious just like I am, and we believe, in the Lord, and we pray, of course. And he says that his dreams come to him and what he's supposed to do with his life, and he takes action on those. And he says, when you take action on the dream itself that you're having, that you want to accomplish, when you take action on the dream, then you add the plan or the goal. He says for him, it's either or both. It just depends on how big his dream is that he's wanting to accomplish at that time. And then you have to believe. And he said he believes wholeheartedly in whatever it is that he's trying to create for his life. And then you have to have faith. And he says when he puts all of these factors together, and according to Dan, he learned these when he was just a young boy. And he learned to take his dreams to heart. And, when he was dreaming that he wanted to be a graphic designer and he wanted to work for Disney, or he wanted to work for some place that, would appreciate his talents. Well, it took him several years before he actually got into that field. He loved it, he wanted it, but then he decided he needed to make money. So he went to work for doing some other things. And he was good at it. He excelled at whatever he did, which was, that's just who he is. So what he says now is, if he hadn't taken that road that he had taken, he wouldn't have learned and became the person he is today. So in other words, even though he didn't jump right in and look for a graphic designer or look for animation creator or go apply at Disney, animations or anything like that right away. He followed his other path, in which was helping people. He loved to help people, but he went into sales, and he excelled, and he did really, really good, and he made a lot of money. But it wasn't his dream. It wasn't his true passion that he wanted. So he decided, let me see if I get this right. I took notes from him, so I didn't mess up. I don't like to relay someone's story and mess up. It's just not good. Hold on just a second. Let me see. Okay. He says that when he actually decided to take action and to make his dream come true, he had to put the action into the dream. He said, if you don't put the action into the dream first of what you want, there's a good chance that you won't get the momentum. Excuse me, the momentum to create what you're wanting to do. He had the talent. He had the desire. He had the belief. And of course, he had faith. He said, it's just a matter. And he said, everybody out there can do this. He's trying to promote these feelings and how he's done it and been very successful. And he works for animation movies for Disney right now. And he's amazing. I'm sure you guys have seen the Star movies and the animation and the amount of animation that goes on in almost everything on Disney. He is just anything that's animated, like the space travel, hurricanes, all that stuff. He does all that stuff. He's amazing. He's so talented. And he says that it's not just him. He has a team. And so he never takes all the credit. Dan is a very humble man. He never takes all the credit for what he's creating. He says it's all about him and his team. And without his team, he would not be the success that he is today. And that is straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So like I said, he is a very humble man, and he's very accomplished. He has accomplishments in everything he does because he takes these simple steps, which is you take action on the dream itself. Take action. Put it into play. Make it start to happen. Plus, you have to have a plan or a goal on what the end result is going to be. Without that, you don't know where you're going. You have to have an end result. So if you have a plan and a goal, I put either or because he had mentioned both when we were chatting. So, and then you have to have belief. If you don't believe that you can do something, if you don't believe that you have it in you to do it, and then you have to have faith. Have faith that this is all going to come to you. This is all going to transpire. This is all going to unfold. It is that simple. It is. And another thing he said is he's even though he's working at Disney and he's with a lot of different people, he says some of them tend to want to make things hard. They tend to want to make it harder than it needs to be. And when you just make it simple, which I love Dan for this because that's my theory and my model too. The more you make things simple, the easier it is to bring them to you. I think this is one of the reasons why we've gotten along so good for years and years is because we have the same thoughts and the same mentality on how we create things in our lives and how we bring them together. And like I said, I offered him to come and do a broadcast with me, and he refused. He doesn't like to be in front of the camera. He likes to be behind the camera. He's not that he's a bad-looking man. He's a very good-looking man, and he's very charismatic. Right words here. He just likes to be behind the camera and not in front of the camera. So this is his story. And like I said, Dan is an amazing man. And he has created his dream to be in animation, to work in graphics, and to just make all these super fantastic movies that we get to see with all the thunder and lightning and the pee going off all over the place. It's amazing how you can do that. But like I said, he does this also. This is from him. This is from Dan. Take action on your dreams. Have a plan or a goal. Where do you want to end up? What do you want to do? And believe. Believe you can, and have faith. And like I said, he says he's in a team of people. So he never, ever takes credit for everything he does, which that is a true leader. A true leader will never take all the credit and leave everyone else on the platform by themselves. So I just hope this is helping anybody out there that sees this and on the replay, and you guys here that took your precious time to join me. Thank you so much. But take heart to heart what Dan is doing, because it's all in the heart. It's all in you taking action and taking action on your dreams. What do you dream to be? What do you dream that you're going to accomplish? Maybe you want a promotion at work. Maybe you want to just get promoted, which it will bring you in more money, maybe better hours, or whatever it is you want. Maybe you have a home business and you want to see it get better and better and get more sales, and that means more income, more revenue coming in, all those great things. So whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're looking to accomplish, take to heart that you have this ability right here inside of you. Believe, have faith, and it doesn't hurt just to ask. I would like to have this or that, or I would like this in my life. I would like to do this. I would like to have this. Whatever it is that you want, you have the ability to have it all. You do. You have the ability. And you can accomplish whatever you want. I have accomplished so much in my life, and I am so blessed to have people like Dan in my life that we share the same values. And you know what? We can just chat with each other and just bounce ideas off, and we both get benefit. And so a lot of times it was what we both needed. We both give each other the answer that we didn't know we were missing. And if you can get in with people like that, someone that is freely giving you the answers that you don't even know you're needing, all the better for you and the better for the person that you're with. But like I said, Dan never takes credit for everything or anything he does, basically. He always reverts to his group, to his team. His team is, he said, it is his core foundation. His core foundation is his team and all that they do together. So I thank you guys so much for joining me here on this beautiful Friday. Can you believe it's Friday already? And it's the 7th. Oh my gosh, crazy. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and please take this to heart, because this is just, it's amazing how these simple little steps to action, to your dreams, plan and goals, believe and faith. And I would love to hear from all of you as you are succeeding and going forward. You can leave me a message in the group here on Facebook, Mastermind Marketer, or you can just drop me a message here in Messenger. I would love to hear your successes, and I would love to hear how you're doing. Okay, and if you would like me to share your story, don't hesitate. I would be happy to get on and do a live with you. Okay, guys, I will chat with you later, and thank you so much for joining me today. And have a super great weekend, okay, guys?